Can you believe it? The Austintown Fitch Falcons are going back to the state Final Four at Akron Firestone after an 8-2 win against the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Coach, I talked with multiple girls on this team, and all of them knew this was one of the most anticipated games, I think, of all season, the whole season. Before the season even started, I think everyone was talking about these two potentially meeting. Your girls came out so composed, 1 through 9, all doing their job, it feels like, at some point during the game. How proud are you of this performance and just the composure of your girls in this big moment?
I'm just in awe of what they could do. You know, you challenge them, and you know, we were coming off only scoring 2 runs against Amherst, and we really challenged the girls, and they challenged themselves, and they came out with such a great mindset. And you talk about in-game adjustments, it was nonstop. They really took away our small ball today, so our girls just said, "Coach, let's go. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. Trust your players." And great results happen.
We got to go through a list of impact players. The first one I want to talk about is Sammy Severin. First couple innings, this looked like it was going to be another Amherst Steel game. Pitcher's duel. Severin comes through, though, with that big 2 RBI base hit, and it kind of just started piling on from there. Talk to me about just the clutch factor that Sam Severin has. It feels like every time once playoffs start, she kicks it into a different level.
Unbelievable. I mean, you look at last year's game, Sammy did the same thing. That she's just here and puts the ball in play, and she does everything she can for her teammates. You know, I think it's such a sigh of relief for her to get an RBI because she truly believes that, you know, she is going to be the one to do something big for her teammates. And that's up and down the line, that these kids care so much about each other that it's not whether they get a strikeout or something bad, it's they feel they let the team down. And that's something Sammy Severin, just one of the best teammates you could ever ask for. Just amazing character. And you know what? They call her Sammy Buckets because she's clutch.
And I mean, you guys got that early lead, but you really blew things open in that 5-run inning. And I say the unsung hero of that, Vita Kelty, turning things over back to the top, coming in a pinch hit performance. Talk to me about just the fact one of your seniors coming off the bench didn't get a previous at bat against Sousa, a Division I college level pitcher, and having success hitting a single into right.
I love seeing her go up there. And, you know, for her to lock it in, I think she only saw 3 pitches and then hit that hard grounder. You get her on base. Like you said, it rotates the lineup. That Vita came in and just did her job. And it's such a hard job being a pinch hitter when you come in because you're on the bench. You never know when your number's going to be called. You know it's going to be called, but you don't know the situation or scenario. And she comes in just with a great mindset, and just love seeing seniors succeed.
Kylie was dynamic on both sides of the ball today. Obviously, that 2-run home run in the 5th that really started putting you guys up. But prior to that, defensively throwing out Tepley in the first inning, and then also being the recipient of that double play, that 1-3-2 double play that you guys had. Talk to me about her defense and your defense in general in this game.
Well, first off, you know, Kylie hits a different level in big games. She just does. And I really believe all of our players do, that there's just something when they get challenged and they hear that, oh, this team is, you know, higher ranked than you, whatever else. We knew it was going to be a heck of a game, and Kylie is just ready. And you could just see the determination. I love seeing our pregame warm-up that I told Coach Bob, I said, our energy is here today. Like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling what they're doing. They're feeling themselves. It was amazing to see our energy. And again, like you said, when you have kids 1 through 9 producing, then you go into your bench and they're producing, and then kids that maybe aren't getting in, they're being the loudest that they could be. I think everybody's going to be on, you know, throat lozenges tonight because we scream so much. And so when you have that dynamic, you have the crowd, which, oh my God, just amazing. When I looked out and, you know, we saw our Little League players, we saw Canfield out there, we saw baseball players, football players, track, basketball, community members, we saw administrators, superintendents, athletic directors, nonstop, teachers down here, nonstop. The community of Austintown and surrounding is just falling in love with this team because just how they play the right way, they have great energy, and they're great role models for younger kids.
Falcon family certainly runs deep. Couple more questions for you, Coach. One final player, last but not least, you can't go without talking about Sid. Another big game and another big-time moment that she shines in. Both sides of the ball. That home run would have been in the McDonald's parking lot if the net didn't stop it. But also, she strikes out 13 in the circle. And, I mean, biggest game, 9th-ranked team in the nation. We say it every time. Is there any limit to how much she can impress you, the coaching staff, and all of Austintown?
No. She finds new ways to impress us. And, you know, we always say she puts on the war paint and then the mask goes on. And then when you see that look in her eye, and she went up to Coach Becky before the game and just said, "Coach, I want to call the entire game." Okay, let's go. And she loves those challenges. Again, you're hearing that a lot from me is these players will step up to every challenge that is thrown their way, and they just access a new level. I mean, top to bottom, our kids just really played a great game today.
Final question for you, Coach. You get a decent bit of time, a full week off until May 31st when you're playing in that state semi. You're going to be facing Fairfield. The Indians got that 1-0 win over Centerville.
Really?
So, yeah,
okay, I didn't know that. I was wondering.
They pulled off that 1-0 win against Centerville. So talk about, obviously you're going to do some film. You're going to get geared up for Fairfield. But talk about what you guys are going to work on with yourselves with a week off in between this game and the next.
We'll give them a couple days off to enjoy this, and it's routine. We're going to be back in the weight room on Tuesday, and we're going to practice like we know how, and there's a couple things that I know that we're going to want to tweak, especially now that we know who we're going to play, watch some film on, how we're going to attack them and set the game plan, and then, set game plan part B if game plan 1 isn't working. And that's the name of the game, and that's one thing I want to say about our players too. Their in-game adjustments, how they talk to each other in between at-bats, it is nonstop. They're adjusting, and that just is a tribute to how high level they are.
Coach, congratulations on this one. Good luck going forward.
Thank you.